1 p.m. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Asma Hafiz. First, the headlines. Eid al-Fitr is being celebrated across the country today with religious fervor and zeal. FIA has submitted a report of election candidates possessing dual nationalities to the Election Commission. In occupied Kashmir, Indian troops in their latest act of state terrorism martyred one more youth in Islamabad town. In the World Cup Football 2018, 3 matches will be played in different cities of Russia today. And now the news in detail. Eid al-Fitr is being celebrated with religious zeal and fervor across the country today. Big Eid congregations were held at open places, mosques and Eidgahs in all major cities and towns. The ulama in their sermons highlighted the significance and philosophy of Eid al-Fitr. Special prayers were offered for the progress and prosperity of the country and welfare of the Muslim Ummah. Prime Minister retired Justice Nasrul Mulk offered his Eid prayer at the mosque in Prime Minister House in Islamabad today. The Prime Minister prayed for peace, security and prosperity of the country. Later, he mixed up with the people and exchanged Eid greetings with them. In Islamabad, the biggest Eid congregation was held at Faisal Mosque, where government officials and envoys of Islamic countries offered Eid prayers. FIA has submitted a report of election candidates possessing dual nationalities to the Election Commission. According to the FIA report, 122 candidates of national and provincial assemblies hold nationalities of the US, Australia, Britain, Singapore, and Canada. The Election Commission has forwarded the report to the returning officers for further action. Caretaker Punjab Chief Minister Dr. Hassan Askari visited the Child Protection and Welfare Bureau in Lahore today and spent some time with children there. He distributed Eid gifts among the kids. Work on 1,320 megawatts coal-based power plant costing $2.6 billion is underway at Thar coal field. It will start producing electricity later this year to cope with energy needs of the country. Our Karachi correspondent Altaf Pirzadeh reports that the project is being carried out under Pak-China Economic Corridor. In Quetta, 3 personnel of Levy's force were martyred in a firing incident by unknown terrorists at Saryap Road today. In occupied Kashmir, Indian troops in their fresh act of state terrorism martyred one more Kashmiri youth in Islamabad town. The youth, identified as Shiraz Ahmad, was killed after Indian troops opened indiscriminate fire on worshippers after Eid al-Fitr prayers in the town. Meanwhile, a large number of Kashmiri people staged anti-India and pro-Pakistan demonstrations and hoisted Pakistani flag and banners in various parts of the territory. Immediately after Eid prayers, people took to streets and shouted slogans Jeeve Jeeve Pakistan, Teri Jaan, Meri Jaan, Pakistan, Pakistan, and we want freedom. The protesters demanded Indian troops should leave Jammu and Kashmir without any further delay. Dozens of people were critically injured after Indian police personnel used brute force, fired pellets and tear gas shells on protesters. Russia has called for easing sanctions imposed on North Korea after Pyongyang agreed to denuclearization of Korean Peninsula. UN Security Council imposed a series of economic sanctions against North Korea after conducted its first nuclear test in 2006. Foreign Ministry spokesperson Maria Zakharova told a news briefing that easing sanctions could become a serious factor contributing to political and diplomatic settlement in Northeast Asia. In Yemen, government forces have taken control of southern entrance of Al Hudaydah International Airport. In a tweet, Yemeni military officials said government forces, together with support of Arab coalition air forces, naval and air fighters, also succeeded to avoid collapse in ranks of Houthi militias. In the FIFA World Cup, 3 matches will be played today. In the first match, France will take on Australia. In the second, Argentina will play against Iceland. And in the third match, Peru will face Denmark. And that is the end of this news bulletin. For more news and analysis, log on to our website radio.gov.pk and also watch live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.